I'm going to go over everything I've done in my profile as the number 2 stranded player. I'm pretty far behind number 1, but you'll see why that is later. So first of all, I'm just going to go over everything that I have in my levels tab. So as you can see, I am Skyblock level 143. So let me go into here real quick. Okay, as you can see, here's the Skyblock levels menu. As you can see, it says I'm number 3 in game, but that's because there's a cheater at number 2. I believe there's also a cheater at the number 3 spot, and I'm number 4 in game, but they haven't logged on for levels V2, so I'm temporarily ahead of them. As you can see, I'm level 143, almost 144, and let's go over all of the ways that I have XP and that I can improve. So first of all, skills. As you can see, I'm farming 60, I'm mining 36. I'm combat 60, I'm foraging 23, which is where a lot of my missing XP comes from. It's mainly my foraging XP and then my mining. I'm fishing 50, enchanting 60, alchemy 50, taming 50, I'm social 18, although that doesn't really matter, rune crafting 9, and then I'm carpentry 44 right now. So I'm 6 levels away from carpentry 50, so I'm not missing very much XP, only like 120, and then I'm missing like over 500 from foraging. So that's where a lot of this is coming from. As you can see, we can't do museum or fairy souls. For accessory bag, I'm missing around 100 magic power, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. I'm missing quite a bit of pets as well. Collections, I have most collections that I can max out max. I could get magma fish maybe to like 5k or 15k, but pushing it beyond there is kind of pushing the limits. For mining, sulfur, I'm not sure if I can ever get this to higher because it requires corrupted sea creatures, and then I could max out my netherrack pretty easily, and that could get me 4 Skyblock XP. I could also get gemstone, probably to like 250k, maybe 500k. As you can see, I'm really close to getting it to tier 7. Other than that, I'm basically maxed out. I still have a little bit of emeralds to do because that requires trading with villagers, but I'm sure I'll do that eventually. As you can see, everything else is basically maxed out except for the ones which are impossible to get, those being mithril, mycelium, and red sand, and chili peppers. Anyways, moving on. Bank upgrades, we can only get 1 bank upgrade because that's the one that we can access in the bank menu. Kind of weird. Minions, we can't get any tier 12 minions, so I'll hover over all of these briefly to show all of the ones that I have, and I'll tell you all of the ones that I'm missing. So I can't get red sand or mycelium. I can't get any tier 12 minions. I'm missing a tier 11 gold minion currently. I'm missing tier 10 and 11 hardstone. I'm missing a lot of emerald minion upgrades, which I need to do. As you can see, emerald and trading is a general thing that I'm missing. I have every single crop one maxed out. And then I'm missing tier 10 and 11 fishing. I have no flower minion. I need to trade to get flower minion. I don't have any voidling or inferno. You can get to tier 2 inferno and tier 11 voidling and tier 11 flower, so I'm missing a lot of those. I'm missing tarantula from tier 8 to 11. I'm missing pig minion to tier 11. I'm missing rabbit minion to tier 11. I'm also missing birch to tier 11, and that's about it. So in total, I'm missing around 30 to 40. So it's pretty close, but I do have the maximum amount of minion slots, which is 29. I recently got that. You can only get to around 596, I believe, unique minions in Stranded, even if we max completely everything. Moving on, event tasks. I still haven't done any of this. I need to go do these fishing events and mining fiestas if that even works on your end. We're not 100% sure if this will work. Spooky Festival, we probably won't be able to get very high, maybe to like stone or iron, probably not much higher than that. Fishing, just need to go kill sharks, you know, when Marina's mayor. Whatever. We can't do any dungeons, so that's useless. We can't access any of the essence shops. Slaying tasks, as you can see, I'm missing quite a bit, but that's because I'm currently 999, so I'm maxed the first 3 slayers, and then I am level 0 Enderman and Wolf. So I could go get Enderman 9, but first I need to get a Yeti sword because that's the only way to kill a tier 4. beyond that, we can't do any boss collections or bestiary. We don't have bestiary. We can't do mythological creatures. We can't do dragons. Defeat slayers, I could get this up a bit. I could go to kill up to a tier 4 Void Gloom and then a tier 1 Blaze Slayer. We can't kill tier 2, 3, or 4 on Blaze Slayer, so that's why level 9 is almost impossible. We'd have to kill 200,000 tier 1s. We can't do Kudra or Arachne, so there you go. Skill related tasks, as you can see, I have 100% rock milestones, and then everything else we cannot access. Farming, I've completely maxed out Anita shop upgrades. I believe the only one to have done it on Stranded. And then dolphin milestones I'm maxed, and we don't have access to trophy fish, so I'm maxed out here. Miscellaneous, as you can see, accessory bag upgrades, that just is, well, spending 2 billion coins, and I have not spent that much yet, so eventually I'm sure I'll spend 2 bill to max this out, but so far I haven't. I've only done 5 upgrades. We can't really get Reaper Peppers. Unlocking powers, I've only got 2 of them. We can only get like 6 or 7, so that's only like a little bit of XP. Dojo, we don't have access to. Harp songs, I've completely maxed this out already. Abaphone, we don't have Abaphones. Community shop upgrades, I've maxed this out. And then personal bank upgrades, we can't get personal bank upgrades. And then finally, story tasks. As you can see, we don't have access to any of the quests or anything like that. So that's all of my ways that I can level up or that I'm missing in Skyblock XP. Let's move on to other things in the game. So you already saw kind of my skills, but as you can see, here it is. I have 325 million taming XP. I'm number 1 in Stranded. I'm mining 36, foraging 23. I have 445 million enchanting XP, could definitely improve that. I have 200 million farming XP, I believe I'm number 1. I'm number 2 in combat. Only 2 people have max combat. I was the first person. 120 million. Fishing 50, 63 million. Alchemy, I have 135 million alchemy XP, I believe I'm number 1. I'm number 1 in Revenant Slayer, I have 12 million Rev XP. I have almost 2 million Tarantula XP, and then I have around 1 million Sven XP. I have 5 Ender Slayer XP and 0 Blaze XP. Moving on, as you can see, from my Fishing 50, I have 255,000 Sea Guardian kills. And then from Revenants, I have 850,000 Island Lapis Zombie kills. And from my Spider, 217,000 Spider kills. And then from my Wolf, 71,000 Old Wolf kills. I currently have 213 million coins in my purse and 25 million coins in my bank, as I just did a lot of farming. And let me move on. Some of my, some of the items which are very cool that I have. I have an Axe of the Shredded, which takes a lot of, stuff to do. It's very important for Revenant Slayer. Ink Wand is very good as it does like some of the highest damage in the game, although it has a high cooldown. Frozen Scythe is very good. Currently I have a Warden Helmet, which is very cool, and then I also have full Frozen Blaze. I also have almost full Reaper. I'm only missing the boots because I need the Viscera still. And then my fishing set is just full Divers. I have full Flamebreaker for Mining Fortune. And then I have full Perfect Tier 1, still need to work on getting that up. Anyways, moving on. I have 3 legendary farming hoes. I have a epic wheat hoe, and then I still need to get my nether ore hoe to 10 million and upgrade it to tier 3. And then the wheat hoe, it will go down and I'll be able to craft it after the garden update actually, because right now it takes 4 stacks tightly tied, and after the garden update it will only take 1 stack. Moving on, as you can see I have all of these farming tools. I'm gonna hover over all of these if you want to see what enchants they have. My cane hoe has 200 million like counter and stuff. And then these all have 10 million. The wheat has 17 million, this has 4 million. Moving on, here's my RNG drops. As you can see, I recently dropped a 2nd Warden Heart. So I've dropped 2 Warden Hearts and 12 million XP. I've dropped 10 Shards of the Shredded. In my 1 million Sven XP, I dropped 3 Red Claw Eggs, 3 Overfluxes, and 2 Grizzly Baits. I do not have an Overflux currently. I also have around 6 stacks of EXP share cores because you just kill a lot of Lapis Zombies. On top of that, some of my cool things, I have an Expertise 10 Rod of the Sea. I have a Champion 10 Scorpion Foil. I have a Tactician Sword that's Champion 10. And I also have a Reaper scythe somewhere. As you can see, I'm basically completely prepared for Garden. I basically have all the things required for the Fermento armor. As you can see here, I have basically all the stuff I need. Here's my accessory bag. As you can see, I have 6 legendary talismans, and then I'll just let you see all the rest. I'm missing quite a few. It's mostly from trading and Enderman Slayers where I'm missing all of them. Moving on to collections, as you can see, I have 200 million sugarcane collection and 95 million cocoa beans. Other than that, I have over 10 million in a few of the other ones. And also, on top of that, I am currently top 1,000 in Ender Pearl. I have 2.7 million Ender Pearls. I'm gonna hover over all of these. I'm top 1,000 in wheat with 17,843,000. And then, as you can see, for fishing, I am currently top 300 in lily pad and top 500 in prismarine, with 1 million of each for the prismarine things and around 660,000 lily pad. Moving on, my pets. As you can see, I currently have around almost 20 legendary pets. I'll hover over all of these. A lot of them are level 100, and some of them have quite a bit of XP, like this Guardian with 500 million. I also have a few level 100 epic ones. As you can see here, I have some epic ones that I need to get to legendary, and then a few rares. And I still have some pets that I do not have at all, so I need to work on that a little bit. We can't do Heart of the Mountain or Trophy Fishing or Bestiary or Crimson Isle. I think that about covers most of it. If you guys have any other questions or want me to make an update video or a part 2 about how I'm maxing out Stranded, then let me know. Currently, what I'm working on is I need to go for a Yeti sword, so I'm going to be putting down a lot of ice minions. I've also been using these zombie minions as I need to do Revenant Slayer for, well, Foul Flesh, because Foul Flesh is the best fuel we can get. As you can see, I have a stack of EXP check cores in my inventory, but that about covers it, I believe. If I'm missing anything, then yeah. I also have, my Reaper Scythe is right here. I've made 2 Reaper Orbs, and then I have 2 spare Scythe Blades. As you can see, like 10 Smite 7s, all of these beheaded horrors, just like, you know, generic RNG stuff. And I did all of this without having the builder NPC because it's broken. As you can see, I have 2,644 hours of playtime on this profile, so, you know, I've spent a little bit of time on it. Make sure to subscribe if you guys want me to continue and maybe even, you know, max my Enderman Slayer, max foraging, max mining, you know, max out everything pretty much, because Stranded is basically the only profile type where you could actually max out everything pretty reasonably, except for maybe like Blaze Slayer and like, you know, a few of the collections, but you guys get the point. Anyways, make sure you subscribe. I'm trying to go for YouTube rank eventually. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll put the #1 player's channel and his, you know, progress in the description. I'll put a thing on screen for the #1 player. Subscribe.